the Bottomless Bucket YouTube channel. We're introducing today our third generation of the Bottomless Bucket, and this new version has some improvements on the dumping capabilities. So we've introduced a new high dump bracket that mounts onto the back of this particular bucket and gives you additional height from which you can dump material from the bucket from. So for those of you unfamiliar with this bucket, what is it and how does it work? So this is a lightweight aluminum bucket. So it's made of 3/16" sheet aluminum all the way around. And it's got two high dump brackets that are made of plate steel, 1/8" plate steel, that are used to mount onto your receiver of your either John Deere quick attach or your Kubota skid steer quick attach systems. The bucket measures 60 inches long by about 25 inches deep and about 26.5 inches on average width, because this front panel is angulated to improve the ability for the bucket to dump. The uses for this bucket are numerous. So think about when you want to drag mulch out to your gardens from your mulch pile. You fill this bucket up with mulch and take it to your beds and get quite a bit of mulching done in one trip over to your beds. You can use it to move your firewood from your fire stack over to your fire pit. If you're cutting trees and cutting saplings and you need to stack them in the bucket to get them to your burn pit, you can do that with this particular bucket. If you're tearing down a deck or you're doing construction and you have a bunch of debris you need to get into this bucket, you can stack it in the bucket, drive it over to your trailer to dump it in the trailer once you've got this bucket filled up. So there are a really number of uses. For those of you in the equestrian field, you know, these buckets can be used for mucking stalls or any kind of livestock beds cleaning up that you need to do. You can use this bucket to do a lot of that. So it's very versatile. In fact, I find that I'm using this bucket far more than I ever will my steel bucket. The nice thing about it is that the length of the bucket gives you a lot of stability on the front end system. So the tractor does not tend to want to tip with the material in this bucket like it does with your steel bucket, because like a tightrope walker, it acts as a balancing beam across the front end of your front end loader and gives you a lot of stability when you're moving a lot of material. In one of our videos, we showed up over 600 pounds of material in the bucket being moved very safely. And so not only is it saving you gas and saving you time, but it's also making it much more safe to move large volumes of material around your property. So what I'll do is I'll take you for a quick tour of the bucket, and then we'll show you a little bit about how the bucket dumps, and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's take you for a quick tour of the bucket itself. Obviously, this is the front of the bucket here, and if I move over to the sides, you can see the angulated front panel, which makes removing material very easily. You can work your shovel against the front of that bucket when you're, say, getting your mulch out and shoveling it into your beds. Okay. If we move over to the back side of the bucket, where it connects up to the front end loader, you can see that this is designed for the skid steer quick attach brackets, and so it's set up for a Kubota tractor. We also sell the John Deere quick attach bracket as well. For those of you that don't have either, we can provide you these same brackets without this mating hardware. So we would basically leave this off, and then what you can do is you could essentially weld on your own mating hardware for your own tractor. These brackets measure 12 inches across and give you plenty of surface area for whatever hookup system you might have. Now, these brackets are angulated, as you can see, and what that does is it maximizes the curl piston stroke, so we don't waste any of that curl piston, and gives us basically a higher elevation at which we can dump from. So it's a very effective system and gives us a lot of capability in terms of dumping. The bucket comes all fully disassembled, so each of the panels is delivered in a box, and then the brackets themselves are delivered in a separate box. And there's 72 bolts that bolt this all together, so there's a few bolts to put in. It's a fun afternoon project. You could typically assemble it in about an hour, is what I found. So it's very simple to put together. There's just a little bit of time to get that many bolts put together. Okay, so let's take you through a little bit of dumping of the bucket, and you'll get a feel for how that works. Now the tractor's going to be a little loud, so I'll just kind of show it to you and then come back and explain how it all works. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in the tractor and show you how it dumps. So there's the dumping capability. Hopefully you got a feel for how well that will work in terms of dumping out material that you have. Okay, so I'm gonna go back on camera and we'll point out a few other features, and then we'll end the video there. Okay, so that's a tour of the bucket, and what I wanted to let you know is that this bucket is now on sale on the website at bottomlessbucketstore.com. You'll get a free shipping up through Father's Day if you order now, and the bucket is on sale with $150 off until that Father's Day promotion is over. So don't hesitate. Get your bucket before your spring cleanup. And if you like the video, give us a like on YouTube here. And certainly don't forget to press the subscribe button. We'll be producing a lot more videos showing the bucket, hauling material around, and the different applications for it. So look forward to that, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, everybody.